Hey guys, it's Steven. How are you? I hope you guys are enjoying this one. And this is New Avengers 25. I came with 25. This is the 8 months later period of the earlier version, and that one it's looking to growing the story. The story is really developing from the first issue, and it's pretty much fun, and we are enjoying. But the story is getting dark, kind of thing for me at least. So we're gonna take to you, not we. This is I'm gonna take to you to the IGN reviews for New Avengers 25. So they're gonna give it a pretty much a fair review. New Avengers continues its newfound momentum as the Illuminati come back into play and stakes grow higher. So in that case, I have to tell you that I'm gonna upload the Illuminati, the first series released on 2007. That's gonna upload next also. I have already uploaded the first issue, and that was pretty much successful for me at least. I expected at least 200 views, and that got more than 250 views or something. That's pretty cool. So New Avengers 24 cast a pretty wide net in terms of focus as the series jumped ahead 8 months to explore a much darker Marvel universe. That's what I said. IGN also approved it, that they are expecting also, not they're expecting, they're experiencing the darker universe of Marvel universe rather than spotlighting villains like Doom or Thanos. This issue shifts its attention to the Illuminati. This is the most we have seen of the actual Avengers in either of Hickman's titles since time runs out began, and while the issue has a hard time competing with last month's stellar outing, the series continues its revitalized sense of momentum and excitement. Hickman's two books are more closely aligned than ever, as evidenced by the fact that they are being collected together in the time runs out trades. This particular chapter parallels the events of Avengers 35 and the capture of Amadeus Cho. We finally learn more about what the Illuminati have been up to all this time and the terrible toll the previous unseen months have taken on them. In particular, seeing the haggard, wary Reed Richards and his silent reaction to the actions of estranged wife is pretty powerful stuff. As epic and grand and all-encompassing as the series can be, it's nice to be reminded of the more ordinary human struggles at play. IGN's also a good reviewer that they're saying like this, so you can expect that what they're gonna see about this one, this kind of things about Fantastic Four's leader reads that he's doing these kind of things. That is pretty much cool. The helmet, it looks really fun, and so he's saying that any other problems to make this journey or to make this mission successful, that's pretty much cool. But here we are in the Shield helicarriers on site, so everyone is here from the X-Men members also. That is a mix-up of the story, as always Marvel does. So let me catch up with other things that Comic Vine says. The future is an unkind place for what remains of the Illuminati, both new and old. They have sent bad things also. They have the verdicts also. So bad thing about this one, here's the thing that always been consistent about Hickman storytelling, even when it's baffling or not all the information is being made explicit. There's been a reasonable expectation that things will become clear, and until they do, there's still an emotional core to connect with in the characters. This is unfortunate. That is unfortunately not the case in this issue specifically. It's unclear now how these characters got here, why some of them are here, and while that could make for an interesting mystery, the central conflict that split these two factions is neither made clear nor even hinted at. It likely has something to do with the secrets of the incursions and reformation of the Illuminati, but Hulk is running with them, the guy they conked on the noggin and shot into space. Apparently the Captain Britain corpse is gone. The Shield has expanded ridiculously. Last issue was confusing, but ultimately the spectacle of the Cabal slaughter coupled with the contempt of Doom for Namor was a solid core. Here we have the conflict of Sue and Reed, but since it lacks a solid core, it comes off as emotionally hollow. Yeah, I have to agree with this one that this is really enjoyable, but in the sometimes it kind of a bad or kind of good things are there, so we have to experience both of the things and we have to take advantage of that imagining the new kind of universe from them, that kind of thing. So I can also say show makes for a very strong addition to the cast as well. Not only does his top 10 brainiac status make him a logical choice to join the Illuminati, he's able to inject a mild dose of humor into an otherwise grim and foreboding book. Show's interaction with the newly militant Sue Storm is very entertaining, though the sooner Hickman or James Robinson can eliminate Sue's personality transformation, the better. Gabe Walker is back on Earth this week after a stellar showing from Valerio's Kitty last month. Walker's work has varied in quality on the series, sometimes seeming rushed and often suffering from flat coloring, while Walker's faces are a little angular and distorted to meet the tone of his script. In general, his work boasts more life and energy than we have seen lately. Yeah, we also see that in the interrogation chamber, that artwork is not bad. The artwork is almost as good as like other Spider-Man's theme, but it's also pretty much of cool. But the here in the Beast face, I really like it, but it's kind of greyhound or something kind of face. The dog face is like this, and here's the dialogue is really entertaining. And then when you have done that, I want you to take that sandwich and shove it straight up your. I was gonna think it as that's cool. So well, isn't this thing that in that time Susan Richards entered into the interrogation chamber, and she's gonna do a big talkings. She's gonna challenge a lot of kind of ways, and her character, I think that it's too much of overrated. She's too much of egoistic kind of thing. I know that. So in the other cases, if we go over on the comic book resources, Captain Britain joins the remnants of the Illuminati in New Avengers 25. That I have also said, the in 7 months time runs out banner across the top of this issue indicates the progressing countdown of the timeline New Avengers 25 is sitting upon, while last issue set focus on Thanos, Cable that Namor is working with to destroy walls and prevent incursions. This issue checks in with the remnants of the Illuminati as they try to crack into Tony Stark's files. Hickman has been breaking the characters down bit by bit throughout the series, but in this particular comic book, it is quite apparent that the members of the clandestine clique are at their collective wits' end. As Hickman writes believable, honestly disparate characters, the crux of the tale, however, rotates around Susan Richards' interrogation of Amethyst Shaw. Captured by S.H.I.E.L.D., Shaw is pummeled with questions that Richards hopes will lead to the rest of the Illuminati. Hickman illustrates the corner the Illuminati cling to, the desperation they operate within, and the cause that just seems to continue to slip away from them. Hank McCoy, Doc Green, Reed Richards, and Captain Britain continue on, but Hickman makes it quite clear their cause may be in vain. Reed and Captain Britain cannot be bothered to shave, and their bushy, scraggly beards punctuate artist K. Walker's future own interpretations of these characters. In some spots, his artwork is finely detailed and very reminiscent of James Chang, but Walker maintains his style throughout, adding dynamic angles and lighting to significant effect throughout New Avengers 25 that I really like. And here in the interrogation chambers that they always use the behind the glass scene and into the room, that is pretty good. So wherever this is when Susan Richards just got angry, so that time it's been a very much of rude, I think, that she took out the table and throw Cho into the glass. Oh, is kind of that she's more than super powerful kind of thing. Anyway, I like it, and yeah, as I do always like, because the this comics feels me like I'm watching movies sometimes. Yeah, and DC's also they feel like that, but in Marvels also when they get presenting kind of these things, I really like them. And this is a pretty much a big fun kind of thing while getting at this kind of situation. Placing such a heavy focus on the characters and their conversations gives the new Avengers 25 the appearance of not doing much, but this comic book marks significant time in the new future and features strong storytelling from Walker. Like when Susan Richards releases Avengers shows manacles at the end of the issue. 7 months from now, the Illuminati are stretched thin, reeling and struggling with their purpose. This is exactly where Hickman wants them, and this predicament is what makes them the most engaging. They have been in a long time, while it seems like not much happens. New Avengers 25 feels like a critical issue as the Illuminati are left to contemplate their future beyond this 7-month gap. And after that also we can see that there is lots of planning that are going on, and Captain Britain also there, Hulk is there, Reeds and Beast are there. They are going to solve something, but we have to check this out, that how can they solve it. And they contacted after that Black Panther, and I really like this issue because I know that some of the fans of mine that he or she, those guys also like Black Panther, and they'll be happy to see Black Panther in this issue, on the last, maybe in the last, but they'll like it. So I am really excited to show them that Black Panther is there. So here we go and find it. So that's a little big fun commenting this comics and giving a good review on this one, a solid review. And thanks for watching. Hit like, amazing videos.